Well, Fox News alert for you. The House Intel chairman defending his decision to raise concerns over Russia's plans to put nuclear weapons into outer space. Watch this.
This is about Russia and the administration taking action. And that's what is important. We need to make certain that we avert what could be an international crisis. I was concerned that it appeared that the administration was sleepwalking into an international crisis, but it looks like now they're going to be able to take action.
All right, with us now, retired U.S. Air Force Brigadier General Rob Spalding. On reaction here, so sleepwalking was the word that stood out to me, General. He thought that the Biden administration, at least his story is, they weren't reacting to this threat proactively enough, so he raised the red flag in a more public way. What do you make of this whole situation?
Well, when you look at political speech in Washington, D.C., it's likely almost always to be done to determine to influence something. And in this case, I think it's done to influence the vote on Ukraine. So they want money spent on Ukraine. I think the problem with any more money going to Ukraine is it hasn't been tied to any, real logical outcome, either an end to the fighting or an end to the war. There's no way it's going to end the war. So I think we need to tie it to some kind of outcome that actually benefits America.
Senator Lindsey Graham, meanwhile, and relatedly, he was on TV this weekend calling for this when it comes to Russia.
When he went back to Russia, he had to know he was going to be killed by Putin, and he was murdered by Putin. So why don't we do this? I just got off the phone with 2 Democratic senators. Let's make Russia a state sponsor of terrorism under U.S. law. Let's make them pay a price for killing Navalny.
All right, so he's, of course, referencing the murder of Navalny. What would be the actual outcome? What would it mean practically if the U.S. did designate the Russian government a state sponsor of terrorism the way that he's calling for?
Well, I mean, if we're going to designate Russia as a state sponsor of terrorism, why not designate China as well? I mean, Russia's getting all their funding from China. It really, practically it means nothing to the Russians. They've already adjusted to all the controls on their economy because of their invasion of Ukraine. So if we really want to get some outcomes, I would say look to China. Doing that to Russia is just politics.
All right, General, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.